This is lesson 13. The last lesson I started out by telling you is lesson 11, which is not true. That was actually 12, so don't listen to the beginning of the last one. This really is 13. Okay, and it follows the one that you do after the What Will You Do and the All-Star Warm-Ups, the really fast one. So this is the next one. We're doing airplanes this time. This is number 28 out of the lesson book, and Buy a Balloon out of the solo, and we're doing hopscotch. There's really nothing new here with this. I'm going to be working on the accompaniments because I think that if the parents have been learning alongside the child all the way through and they think they can do it, this is a great week to sit down and try to play an accompaniment with your child. It isn't, I'm going to kind of show you how to do that. It's not too hard. This one's kind of fun. These are really cute together. When we practice, we're still looking at phrases, work on their phrases, practice these in advance of even doing the phrases so that they know the chords. And then I like to, when I do a phrase, add the first note of the next phrase so that they're learning that transition as well. If that's too much, you can even just have them practice these just two notes together, and then eventually they'll get them back together smoothly. That's a trick to do that. It doesn't have to be done that way. I think it's the easiest way to keep them to help them to eliminate that rest that they naturally put in when they first start to put the two phrases together. All right, so airplanes actually is done in a round. There's nothing really new here that you can see. You can do the same thing that we've done in the past. I am going to play the version of the child's version, and it's going to play through twice, and then I'm going to do what they say down here, and we're going to play it as a round. So I'm just going to have this run, and you can listen to how it sounds if you were to play this alongside your child. So if you're able to play this, go ahead and do it. Even if you can only do the right hand all by itself, try that and just play the right hand while they play the whole thing. But if you were to do this round the way they tell you here at the bottom of page 28, this is how this goes. So I'm going to let this run and you can hear how it sounds. Now I start here. There's that. That's a really fun thing. If you can learn that'd be a great thing to do. But it takes counting. The child's got to be able to count. The harmonies are really nice. The next one, Buy a Balloon. This one, it's actually an easier accompaniment. If you want to learn either one of these accompaniments, learn this one because it's easier for a non-piano playing parent to actually do. This is what the child plays. They're going to play their 3/4 notes in the fifth. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 chords. Fourths, fifths, 2, 3, and then they play it again. And you want to play it 2 times because your part, if you play this along with them, and this part is finishes here. You have to play it. They have to play it twice. All right. So the way this works is that the duet part, the accompaniment, the first measure is silent. So you are going to hear them start, and then you come in right after that. So you may have them count 1, 2, 3. Now for your fingerings, if you don't know what this is, to do it together, the child needs to move up 2 octaves. It says student plays 2 octaves higher. So instead of here, this is how you get your child to move up 2 octaves. 1, 2. They're going to play up here. play up here. And you are going to play down here. You are actually in C position yourself. And then 8 VA means you play this with your right hand 1 octave higher. So you don't have, if this is too much for you, just look at your fingers. It's C, 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 G, 2, 3, and then C, 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 G, 2, 3. So it's repeated, but you repeat it with the other hand. And then after you play the 3 beats here, that's a C. You're going to do the same thing, C and G. So you're going to drop all the way down to this low C, and then play 2, 3, and then this last chord is the C and the E. So just play those together. If that's too much, play this line. This is that. And this is that, except that, well, actually, this is this, except that it's 1, 2, 3, and then instead of the dotted half note, you play, 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 play. So it's C, 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 G, 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 and then just memorize that, but you come back in as C and E. Okay, maybe that's too many words. So let me just let this run, and you can see how it sounds. I have the metronome set on this for 120. The other one, I believe, was set on 110. So this one's a little bit faster because the child can play it faster, and so can the person playing with them. All right, here's what it sounds. I'm going to count it first. The child's going to be playing up here. I am playing the parent part. So I'm going to play this so you can watch my hands and see how that sounds. 1, 2, 3. Isn't that fun? All right. Oops. Okay, and then we only have one worksheet with this, and this is just practice drawing in. You just want to draw in either whole notes or however they want to do that. I think whole notes is probably easier. Draw in whole notes that match that interval, and then get the names of the notes down. The bottom one is the bottom note. The top one is the top note. I like to always work from bottom to top, so you may have them write the bottom one first if you're right there next to them. All right, and that's it for this week. Have fun.